Welcome to Nerd Alert! We have a special set today. You may have seen it at the Young Turks Billion Views show, and it turns out we get to keep it, and also it can be programmed to be a dance party.
There's no way you can do that from here.
I can do it.
That's never gonna work.
Oh, who's at the dance
snap!
party? Okay, I don't know how to turn this off.
It's gone. It's that way now.
Okay, hold up. I got it. We have a lot of great things to talk about today.
Well, fewer now that you wasted all that time with the desk.
Well, I fixed it. The point is I fixed it, and everyone refused to fix this. That's called stick-to-itiveness. And
Is that a word?
It is now.
Stick-to-itiveness?
That's called being a wordsmith. First, we're going to talk about spoilers. A lot of you like them. Actually, no. Most of you hate them. I like them, and I may have gotten a little trouble last week by spoiling the end of Death Note in a video about parents blaming Death Note for suicide, and I wanted to illustrate that, well, promoting suicide is not the main point of the manga Death Note, and this is why. A lot of people didn't like that I spoiled what happened in the end. I'm sorry, I wanted to prove a point. But that also moves to something else. I don't have a problem with spoilers. In fact, I actively seek them out. As soon as I can on the internet, I'm looking through forums, I'm doing all kinds of weird searches. I want to know everything about something I'm fascinated in right away. And it turns out most people don't like that, Tim.
That's because you're the worst kind of person,
No,
Kim.
I'm not. I like knowledge.
Okay, well, there's two things. There's two problems here. There's nothing wrong with liking knowledge and seeking out information, even if that information ruins what the artist or filmmaker or whatever was going for.
Which I say it does not.
Okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But then having the desire to ruin that experience for other people that don't share that same...
I'm not going into that with a malicious point of view. I'm thinking...
Just an ignorant one.
I am thinking, well, I enjoy learning as much as I can. I want to digest all this knowledge, and it makes me happy. And I think, well, I want to make other people happy. But then I realize they don't like that kind of thing.
It's the difference between the destination and the journey, Kim. You want to see all those destinations, you want the end game, you want to have all the answers as soon as possible, but it's not about that. It's about the journey. It's about getting there. It's about experiencing everything from A to Z. And you're denying people that by providing them with Z. They miss all those other letters in the middle.
I don't always mean to be like, and this is what happens.
You just derive great pleasure from it.
Well, no, okay, sometimes I enjoy it myself, but like last time I was trying to prove a point. That a larger point about suicide and unfair blaming of entertainment, which is something I talk about a lot, and it's very important to me. And I did overlook that, but I see it as just like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal, but I guess it is a big deal, and I have to watch myself, which brings me to my next point. I just saw Star Trek Into Darkness a week before everyone else, and I'm about to ruin your life. No.
Ferengi.
I don't want to know anything about Star Trek Into Darkness. Not a thing. I even avoid trailers.
My date almost didn't come because he found out that I saw it and he didn't want me to ruin it for him.
I cannot blame him one bit. I'm surprised he did.
Yeah, well, I didn't ruin it for anyone. I'm learning my lesson that people sometimes don't want that knowledge and they prefer ignorance. And you do that, but I won't.
I'm thinking of two of my favorite pieces of art out there, but one of my favorite films, however cliche it is Fight Club.
Sure, you're a guy.
Yeah, yes, I'm a bro. So I saw that movie shortly after it came out, and the twist at the end really got me. It was fantastic, you know? And I'm sure at this point everyone knows what that is. I won't go into the details, but because of that experience, sitting in the theater and going, that resonates with me for a long time. If I knew it going into the movie, it would just be another movie. And one of my favorite video games, Assassin's Creed 2, although the end wasn't a huge twist.
The original one?
The original the first Ezio game.
The first Ezio.
Yes.
Young Ezio.
Young Ezio.
Okay.
The end, where the end of that game takes you, and the cinematic that happens at the end of that game, I need the next game. This is an incredible, yeah, it was so good. Now, if I knew that connection between the characters ahead of time, there's no way that game would be as impactful as it was.
So you want that moment where you go, oh, shit.
I want that self-discovery. I want to...
But don't you like watching, maybe you watch a movie for the second time, and you look for things that you didn't know, you didn't see before, you didn't notice, and then there's all kinds of special Easter egg treasures everywhere, but they're not really Easter eggs. But like you're like, oh yeah, that's what it meant later. That was foreshadowing, and that means that guy. What? So it's also the journey.
Yeah, it's experiencing the film or game again with the lens of having already experienced the whole film or game. It's like rereading a book from your childhood and understanding more, getting more of the metaphor and allegory and complexity.
Exactly. I like that.
But I don't.
That lets me go a level deeper.
Sure, deeper's fine, but I'm not starting with the last page, Kim. That's foolish.
I want the last page.
Agree
I
to
did this with
disagree.
all the Harry Potter books too. Oh, shut up! Shut up! I can enjoy my life the way I want.